RW Wrestling Podcast's resident old man is back for another review. This is my 16th one, man. Time is flying here. But you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. So my boys at RW Podcast, keep them coming. And we have another a random mass daily match review. Going to keep up the daily product as much as possible. Consistent, relentless. We're going to keep doing this till we can't do it. And so we have a pretty fun tag team match here, and I'm going to give you 3 words. I'm going to tell you the words young, bucks, and hardcore. Technically 4, but you know what I mean. So, like, when I put that little math equation together, I put it through the calculator, carry the 1, all that stuff, make sure you carry the 1, and pretty much the equation adds to mayhem. And this is what this match was, friggin' mayhem, but in a good way. So we have the aforementioned Young Bucks versus the world's cutest tag team. And the world's cutest tag team is Candice LeRae and Joey Ryan. You all know Candice LeRae from her exploits on NXT. And Joey Ryan is, as far as I know, he's only wrestling in Ring of Honor from the matches that I've seen. And his gimmick is that he has a pretty he tries to get people to grab his penis. And then he can do penis flips on his opponent. So he has a powerful penis. I know that sounds random and weird, but trust me, if you go watch a Joey Ryan match, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And they're hilarious. In case anybody here listening it was born yesterday or has been living under a rock, the Young Bucks are Naked Matt Jackson. Okay, so this match is taking place for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, which is a company based in Southern California. And this match is an intergender hardcore match for the PWG tag team titles. Bucks are the defending champions. The world's cutest tag team is looking to claim the gold for their own. This match takes place on July 26, 2014 in Reseda, California. And right when all the introductions are, whoa! We don't get introductions because LaRae and Ryan jump the Bucks while the Bucks are coming to the ring. But unfortunately for LaRae and Ryan, the Bucks have chairs and they both eat chairs, wham, right to the head. So we don't get any introductions in this match for the Bucks. In the ring, let's see what we got here. The Bucks attempt the more bang for your buck, but Ryan escapes and hits Matt with a release German suplex. Ryan follows up with a powerbomb to Nick onto Matt's back. Ryan runs the ropes and hits a tope suicida on Matt. Candice LeRae puts on some kind of mask. From what I can tell, it was like a pink dragon mask. I don't know. There's probably some kind of video game reference. And she goes absolutely nuts on Nick in the corner with a bunch of strikes and punches and everything. Crowd pops for LaRae. And at this point, I noticed that it's Kevin Steen is a guest commentator. And, okay, this should be fun. I'm sure he's going to have a few quips and quotes that are memorable. All right, so Nick hits LaRae with a kick to the gut. Nick takes the mask off of LaRae and puts it on himself, and he lets LaRae that she can suck it. Nick whips LaRae off the ropes. LaRae ducks a clothesline and topes onto Matt and nails him with a tornado DDT. Back in the ring, Ryan backdrops Nick over the top rope. Nick lands on the apron. Nick nails Ryan with a right hand. Ryan ducks a springboard clothesline from Nick and backdrops Nick over the top rope onto Matt. Joey chant breaks out from the crowd. Oh, this crowd is so much fun, by the way. They don't shut up the whole time, and this is loud. They are loud. Ryan runs the ropes and hits both Bucks with a tope con hilo. This crowd continues to be great. They're cheering everything. I love it. All 4 wrestlers are down on the floor. Both Ryan and LaRae start throwing a few punches at the Bucks on the floor. Back in the ring, LaRae runs the ropes, ducks a punch from Matt, and applies a Black Widow on Matt. Let's go Young Bucks, fuck the Young Bucks dual chant breaks out. While LaRae is holding the Black Widow on Matt, LaRae dodges a trash can lid strike from Nick. LaRae releases the Black Widow and throws Matt into Nick, spear style. All four go outside the ring and start brawling with each other. Ryan backdrops Matt onto a chair. Owens is saying hi to Nick. Hi, Nick, as all 4 wrestlers are making their way to the commentators area. All four continue to brawl by the table, or by the commentator's table. The Bucks throw Ryan against the wall. Matt charges Ryan and eats a boot. Nick charges Ryan and eats an elbow. The "Let's go Young Bucks, fuck the Young Bucks" chant breaks out. Ryan throws LaRae off the elevated commentators area onto Nick, and LaRae nails Nick with a tornado DDT. A random woman yells, "What's going on over here?" And Kevin Steen says, "Wrestling, you strange woman." Back in the ring, LaRae nails Matt with a few punches. Matt reverses an Irish whip and whips LaRae into a corner. LaRae hops up the breath rope and gets caught trying a head scissors by Matt. The Bucks crush LaRae with a powerbomb enziguri combo in the opposite corner. Oh, it looks so brutal. It looked really good, too. I'm telling you, the Bucks are the best at doing double team moves. As the move was developing, Kevin Owens says, "Oh, this is not going to end well." And sure enough, it doesn't. Ryan climbs up on the apron and catches Matt's attempt at a head scissors, but Nick throws a trash can, wham, right into right into Joey Ryan's head. Nick then hits a DDT to Joey Ryan on the apron, and then Ryan bumps to the floor. Nick continues to remind the audience that they can proceed to suck it. Your Young Bucks chant breaks out. The Bucks hit LaRae with a double back elbow. Matt picks up LaRae into a wheelbarrow suplex position, and Nick nails LaRae with a roundhouse kick to her gut. Nick hits LaRae with a gutbuster on his knee and keeps her there. And, by the way, at this point, I'm kind of glad that Matt has his hair down and Nick doesn't, because there's no way I'm telling these two guys apart. Matt does a flipping neck breaker to LaRae while LaRae was still prone on Nick's knee. It looked pretty good. So what he did is he came up and did a neck breaker, but at the same time, LaRae flipped over on Nick's knee. And like I said before, the Bucks are just good at innovative double team moves, and I don't know how they come up with this shit, but hey, look, if it's what you do, it's what you think about, you're going to come up with some cool shit. Matt nails Ryan with a dropkick through the ropes and then skins the cat. Ryan dodges a plancha from Matt and nails Matt in the head with a super kick. Nick hops out over the ropes to the apron and hits Ryan with a knee strike. Kevin Steen is marking out to everything. He's like, hey, he's laughing. It's like, oh, this is so great, and he's marking out like this is the first time he's ever seen a match like this. It's so much fun to hear his enthusiasm. Nick hits LaRae with an X Factor and then hops through the ropes to the apron and hits Ryan with a moonsault. Great spot right there. It happened just like that, quicker than a hiccup. A "You killed Candice" chant breaks out. Right now, I'm going to set the table real quick. LaRae is dead in the ring. Both Matt and Ryan are dead outside the ring, and Nick is the only person standing in the ring. He's kind of egging on the crowd and posing for him. Nick will eventually walk out of the ring and retrieve a bag. And Owen says, "Is there a snake in that bag?" But this bag is like about 8 inches tall, so there's no snake. But it's funny, referencing Jake Roberts, I guess. Nick walks up to LaRae, but LaRae punches Nick, who drops his mystery bag. LaRae hits Nick with a few forearms, but Nick responds with a brutal back elbow. Wham! Friggin' just nailed her right in the friggin' head. As Nick is stalking LaRae in the corner, we see Ryan come in the ring with another mystery bag, a second mystery bag, and he replaces the first mystery bag with the second one. Nick doesn't see it. So Nick finally turns around to get the mystery bag, and he pours out the oh so dangerous gummy bears. Gummy bears. And Nick is like, what the hell is this? He didn't see the transaction at all. Ryan spears Nick onto the gummy bears. Ouch, right? Ryan attempts to powerbomb the Nick, but has to release it because Matt re-enters the ring. Matt reverses a wheelbarrow suplex attempt by Ryan into a faceplant on the gummy bears. Ouch! You know, those green gummy bears hurt, man. They hurt. Kevin Owens says the gummy bears are stupid and delicious. The Bucks start snacking on the gummy bears. A "You sick fuck" chant breaks out. Nick kicks Ryan out of the ring. Nick proceeds to spit chewed up gummy bears on LaRae. Matt nails LaRae with boots to the corner. Another "Let's go Young Bucks, fuck the Young Bucks" chant breaks out. The Bucks attempt that same powerbomb enziguri combo again, except instead of an enziguri, Nick Jackson has a chair ready to strike LaRae in the corner. But LaRae, but as Matt is about to put LaRae into the corner. I'm sorry, Matt is about to put LaRae into the corner. LaRae does a hurricanrana, and right at the same time that Jackson swings a chair, and wham! Nick tattoos Matt with the chair. Nick throws the chair and hits LaRae in the face. Nick proceeds to bring in more chairs. Nick sets up 4 of the chairs. They're set up 2 by 2 and seat to seat. Nick sets LaRae on 2 of the chairs. Ryan comes into the ring and tries to throws a few punches at Nick, but Nick dodges and hits Ryan with a nice roundhouse kick. Nick sets Ryan on the chairs next to LaRae. So Nick goes to he's going to the top, and never mind. Ryan gets up and intercepts Nick on the top rope with a few punches, and LaRae has also rolled off the chairs at this point. Ryan throws Nick over the chairs, but Nick responds by running back over the chairs and nails Ryan with a running knee right to freaking Ryan's face. Wham! Nick sets Ryan up on the top turnbuckle. Nick climbs up the breastrope and attempts a superplex, but LaRae blocks it by attempting a ballplex. That's basically her arm is underneath whose crotch? Nick's crotch. Matt stops all of that with an axe handle to LaRae. To the chagrin of the crowd, Matt deconstructs all the chairs and the crowd boos a little bit. And KO's like, yeah, I know. What a jerk move that is. But I love it. Because, Kevin Steen, sorry. Kevin Steen is the heel here, and he likes it when the crowd boos people, because that's what he does for a living. He makes people boo. The Bucks climb up to Brett's rope to attempt the still seated on the top rope Joey Ryan with a double superplex. But LaRae blocks that and hits a ballplex of both the Bucks, and Ryan also gets superplexed to the mat. Wham! Right onto the gummy bears too, I might add. Those green gummy bears, I tell you. Oh, they'll break your back. Nice little contrived spot there, but it still was fun. Both the Bucks and Ryan are selling the shit out of landing on the gummy bears. Like I said, those green gummy bears, man, I'm telling you, they're dangerous. So right now, all four wrestlers are selling on the mat, and this crowd is super pumped. That last spot, this got them all out of their seats. I mean, they were all standing anyway, but now they're all clapping, chanting, and the buzz is the buzz is like loud as shit. I'm surprised I can hear the announcers talking. LaRae goes to the top rope and it's a moonsault to both Bucks who are on the floor. Looked really good. Ryan sets up a table outside the ring. We want tables chant breaks out after Ryan sets the table up, and that enables Kevin Steen to say, "It's right there, guys. It's already set up." I love Kevin Owens. Back in the ring, Ryan backdrops Nick over the top rope, but Nick lands on the apron. Ryan and LaRae attempt a double team move on the Nick. So what they did is that Ryan grabbed LaRae's hand and led her up the top rope, but Matt comes in and super kicks Ryan right in the fucking face. And as a result, LaRae loses her grip on Ryan's hand and she guillotines herself on the top rope. She falls to the mat and she falls to the floor. Nick hits Ryan with a running knee in the corner. Matt hits Ryan with sliced bread on Ryan so Matt hits Ryan with sliced bread onto the gummy bears. And you already know what I think about the green ones. Nick follows up with a shining wizard, and then Matt just obliterates Ryan with a freaking trash can, wham, right in his fucking face. And it wasn't the side that dents in; it was the end. It was the bottom of the trash can. He hit him right in the forehead. So Ryan is freaking dead on the mat, and Matt sets up a trash can on a prone Ryan, and I'm like, oh crap. Here we go. Nick's going to the top rope, and what is this gonna be? And 360 from the top rope through the can. Wham! Oh, Ryan kicks out. This match ain't over yet. The crowd pops huge for the move. Crowd huge for the kick out because they don't want this match to end either. This is awesome. Chant breaks out. Bucks go for a Meltzer driver, but LaRae grabs Nick's feet while Nick is attempting to jump up to the top rope, and Nick bumps off the apron and goes down to the floor. Ryan escapes from Matt and puts Matt in the tombstone position, and Ryan and LaRae hit a little Meltzer driver on Matt for a 2 count. Nick throws a chair at Ryan and nails him right in the face. This probably may be the only time I've seen a chair shot hit somebody's face and it looks good and sounds good. Just saying. Usually it just looks weak and just like most of the time. But this one looked like he just threw it and was okay. Fuck it, you're gonna hit the face with it. Anyway, LaRae gets put up in an electric chair by Matt, and he brings her down to the mat at the same time. Nick just demolishes her with a super kick. Wham! Let's go, Young Bucks. Fuck the Young Bucks. Dueling chant breaks out again. Bucks go for the more bang for your buck, but LaRae escapes and hits Matt with a reverse Rana. Looked really good. God damn, these guys are good at these moves. All four of them are doing great. LaRae runs the ropes and attempts a tope suicida, but Matt catches her. And, geez. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, Nick slingshots off the top rope and, oh, Jesus, crushes LaRae with a melt driver to the floor. LaRae is now dead. In fact, Owens just said after that, she's dead. We have a dead woman here. For some reason, a We Want Tables chant breaks out. Nick retrieves the first mystery bag, and we now know that thumbtacks are in the bag as Nick empties the tacks onto the mat. You killed Candice chant breaks out. This crowd's so much fun. They're just chanting anything. Let's see here. Ryan with rights to both the Bucks, but the Bucks responded with a double super kick to Ryan. And okay. So Matt is holding Ryan on his knees, and Nick picks up some thumbtacks. No, he's not. Yeah, yes, he did. He took the tacks, and Matt opens up Ryan's mouth, and the tacks go into Ryan's mouth, and then they close Ryan's mouth. That's fucking sick if I ever saw it. I've seen it before, but it still looks fucking brutal. Matt holds Ryan's mouth closed, and Nick super kicks him right in the fucking face. 1, 2, no! We get a 2 count. Match ain't over yet. A you sick fuck chant breaks out. Matt brings in Matt goes out of the ring and brings in this shoe that has thumbtacks stuck into the sole. Like, what the fuck is this? It looks like it's bedazzled. I mean, I swear, it looks like a bedazzled shoe. Matt takes off one of his boots and he puts this tacked up shoe on his left foot. So and LaRae is seen getting back in the ring. She is alive and back in the ring. God damn! Oh, by the way, she's freaking busted open. Nick is holding up Ryan for Matt to kick him in the face with this bedazzled, tacked up shoe, but LaRae pushes Ryan out of the way, and she decides that she's going to take this kick. So she staggers in the ring a little bit, and the Bucks are just measuring her. They're just kind of like looking. And the one Buck is like, "You gonna do it?" Matt's like, "Yeah," and he goes over, freaking bam, right in her fucking face. Jesus. And KO is so funny here because he's marking out to the kick like it's the first one he's ever seen. Anyway, so Matt goes for the pin. He gets a 1, 2, and Ryan breaks it up. LaRae needs a checkup from the neck up at this point. Her face is busted open now. Jesus. Matt goes for the same kick to Ryan, but Ryan dodges, and Nick takes the. But Ryan dodges, and Nick takes the. And Nick instead takes the tacked up bedazzled super kick. Matt tries to super kick Ryan, but Ryan blocks it, and Ryan removes the shoe. And then Ryan drops Matt on the thumbtacks on Matt's exposed foot. So now Matt's like hobbling around. Then Ryan hits Matt with the shoe, and then Ryan follows up with a spear to Nick through the ropes and through the table. And in the process, Ryan becomes a paradox. Crowd is popping right now. LaRae's back in the ring. She's on her feet, and she nails Matt with a suplex into the corner. LaRae picks up the same tacks and she beckons Matt to come forward. She grabs Matt, pulls him into her, and then pulls his jocks open, and then drops the tacks down Matt's pants. LaRae apologizes Matt. LaRae obliterates Matt with a ballplex onto the taps, and at 16:45, LaRae gets the 1, the 2, and the 3. We get new PWG Tag Team Champs. LaRae gets the pin, and the crowd goes nuts. So, the world's cutest tag team has won the PWG Tag Team titles. So we get Ryan and LaRae in the ring celebrating. The Bucks are licking their wounds. They're selling all the moves, and The crowd is chanting "She's hardcore" for LaRae, but goddamn right, she's hardcore. And as the video cuts to black, we get a match of the year chant. So, all right. So, on to the aftermath we go, and I got to admit, this is exactly what I thought it was. The equation proved to be true. Young Bucks plus mayhem, or plus hardcore equals mayhem. That's what it was. We had gummy bears in the ring. We had chairs. We had outside the ring. We had a broken table, thumbtacks, a bedazzled shoe that was used to nail people and busted open LaRae. That's for damn sure. So in between all the hardcore spots and everything, we had some pretty good sequences here. The Bucks are really good at showing off their double team skills, and Ryan and LaRae, I mean, they kept doing these delivering moves that kept them in the match, and lots of great sequences and spots. The Meltzer driver never looks bad, but this one was even better because it was from the top rope. Well, I'm sorry, it was on the floor, and Nick Jackson jumped from the top rope and friggin' killed LaRae. At that point, she killed they killed her. Eating the tacks and the gummy bear spot. I mean, eating the tacks and then tacks in the tights. Good stuff. It would have been more funny maybe if Matt, after he gets attacked in his tights, takes a ball takes a ball shot from LaRae first before he gets suplexed. But either way, it doesn't make a difference. The gummy bears were highly entertaining, especially KO's reaction and his comment that says that gummy bears are stupid and delicious, because they are. That the shoe was just freaking hilarious. But Ryan had the good spot with the shoe where he took the shoe from Matt Jackson, and then he hits I think he hits Matt with it. Or actually, he puts Matt foot first into the tacks, and then he runs and spears Nick Jackson to the table. That was a good spot. And both of those powerbomb enziguri spots look good. The one with that was an enziguri that was taken by LaRae, and then the one with the chair that was reversed by LaRae, and then I think Nick hit Matt with the chair. Yeah, so I was prepared for the mayhem. So I mean, like I said, I did my math homework. But on the downside, sometimes it was hard to see everything. There was only a couple of cameras. And at points, it was and the crowd, it was tough to see what was going on because the cameras weren't set for some of the were set for some of the brawling. But like I said, I mean, there's only two cameras. They can only do what they can. Usually on most shows with enough cameras, enough production, you can see the guys leaving the ring and getting all the equipment, or I'm sorry, all the weapons in. But you couldn't see. You couldn't see Nick Jackson getting the first mystery bag with the tacks in it. You didn't see the tables. You didn't see Nick Jackson take the table bump, which I would have loved to see. But that's only the really bad thing about it. Let's see here. I'm glad there was breathing room between most of the spots, but overall, I'm not just the biggest fan of the spot matches. Even though it was a hardcore match, I'm just not a fan. I'd rather see. I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not hating matches like this, but I'd rather see a match where there's a decent story told in the ring. I will say this, though. LaRae and Ryan told a good story here, especially LaRae. LaRae was fighting underneath. She was the female in this match, and she was I'm not saying she was inferior, but she was dominated physically by both of the Bucks at points. But eventually she would fight from underneath and she would get the pin, and she's sort of bleeding from her forehead. And and the Bucks are playing the cocky and harsh heels. So it was a good story, but I'll be honest. And I mean, you've seen one hardcore match, you've seen them all. They're fun, but they aren't really wrestling matches to me. They're just spots, hardcore move spots. Give me a match with a decent story over this. I'll take it over a hardcore match any day, but it doesn't mean that the hardcore matches aren't fun. Besides, the Bucks know how to make these things feel fun and different, and this match was definitely a lot of fun. And I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's fun. I still got entertained, and I'm gonna cut it off right here because I got to get up in the morning, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.